Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I have an exciting recipe for you. I'm going to show you how to make the Dalgona or Ppopgi candy from Squid Game. And this is the little honeycomb candy that they use in, I think it's episode 3. And Squid Game is a wildly popular show on Netflix. And here is what it looks like. Pretty cool. And I want to point out, even though there's only 2 ingredients here, it is a little tricky to make. Here's a couple other ones that I tried. This was my 3rd try. It was almost successful. Didn't quite turn out how I wanted it, but it's pretty good. And this was my my 2nd attempt. Doesn't look that great. And like my 1st attempt is just kind of bad. So don't be alarmed if it takes you a little time, a few practices before you get it to look like this one, which is really cool. And so what do we need? We need just 2 ingredients. We need sugar and baking soda, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and about 1/16 of a teaspoon of baking soda, okay? And then you need a couple of different cookie cutters. I have the star, which is classic from Squid Game, and the circle, which is also classic. Now you can get a Dalgona kit, which comes with a lot of little things to where you can make it yourself. But I didn't want to buy the kit. I just wanted to make it with things that you might have in your house. And then I have a little spatula. This is a silicone spatula. And I have a cake pan here. It's a non-stick pan. And first thing I want to do is I'm going to just spray the bottom of this. And then just take a paper towel and just wipe it down so it's just nice, not completely like super liquidy on there, but just nice and greased up. And that's ready to go. I'm going to use this to press down the candy. And now let's go over to the stovetop. Now traditionally what you do is you take like a metal ladle and you would hold it over like a flame or the burner, and then you'd put your sugar in there and stir it. I'm going to use a skillet, and I have the heat set to medium low. And then I'll take my 2 tablespoons of sugar and put it right there in the middle. Okay, and you don't have to stir it right away, but right when the sugar starts to melt is when you'll want to start stirring, and we're going to constantly stir. It's already starting to melt a little bit, and we want to work, you know, just like what I'm doing. You're going to just kind of push it around, and we're going to just try to keep everything right here in the center. And once the skillet is warm or hot, this process does not take a whole lot of time, probably under 5 minutes, that you can make this little candy. So just keep stirring, and eventually it's going to start to melt. And if you don't stir, then the candy is going to burn, and the sugar will burn. It's going to turn a nice amber color. Okay, and once the sugar is completely melted, we can remove it from the heat, and then immediately add the baking soda. And we'll just give it a good stir. And it's going to start to puff up. Just keep stirring like that for about 10 seconds or so. And then I'm gonna just take it and just pour it onto this silicone mat. Or you can pour it on like parchment paper. Silicone mat works the best, I've found. I've tried it with both. And now I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 seconds. All right, and then I'm gonna push this down. And then immediately put your, whatever you want to use, right in there. Boom. Just like that. And I'm going to let this just sit and cool for a few minutes, and it's ready to go. And then to clean up your pan, just run it underneath really, really hot water, and that'll melt it, and you can scrape it out, and it'll be cleaned up really nice. All right, we'll do this again. Again, 2 tablespoons of sugar right there in the middle of the pan. The heat is set to about medium-low, and then just stir and keep everything kind of in the middle here. And once the sugar has completely melted and it's nice amber color, then what you can do is take it off the heat, add in that baking soda, stir that baking soda around. It's going to get nice and puffy. Stir it for about 10 seconds. Okay. And we're going to take it and just pour it right down here. kind of in a circle here. And then let it sit for about 10, 12 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna push it down. Great. And then come in here and go down a little bit. Boom. And there it is. There is another one. And then just let it cool completely and just be careful when you're lifting it. All right, the Dalgona Squid Game candies are done. And some of them turned out great, some of them not as good, some of them broke on me. But that gives you an idea of what they could wind up looking like, especially when you try them out. It doesn't work all the time, but it's really fun once you get it working. Like these ones turned out really well. And now the game is to try to scrape away the outside and just leave the inside piece. So like you just want the star, just want the circle, and without it breaking at all. And the kids when they would play this, whoever was able to do it first, they would get a free Dalgona. And in the TV show Squid Game, the stakes are much higher. And so I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna try it with, I think, this one. And so you take it and you take this pin. I think they're a little bit bigger in the show. And then you can just kind of scrape. And you gotta be really careful. And if you've seen the show, you know what happens if you break it. And also, if you've seen the show, you know that sound right there. It's not super easy to hold on to this needle. Oh, I got a piece off. Nice. Oh, it stuck to my finger, lifted up, and then broke it right there. Epic fail. Darn it. Well, there you go. That is how you make this iconic candy from Squid Game. Not super easy to do. The ingredients are simple. It just takes a little practice, and it doesn't always work every time. But there you go. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. And now I'm going to show you what it tastes like. It has like a nutty caramel flavor to it. But if you like peanut brittle, then you'll probably like this a lot.